Hi guys, welcome back to my Facebook page and YouTube. My name is Sarah. Today I'm going to be teaching you about the ending particles D and C. Yeah. So this topic was actually requested by one of my viewers from Facebook page, and yeah, let's talk about it today. So my suggestion for learning ending particles in Thai is you should be able to get into Thai, like read Thai first, maybe get into Thai script first, even before thinking about using these mood or emotion particles. The reason is because when I teach my pre-intermediate class or upper beginner class, it's hard to do in all like transliteration. So when I like we need to give a lot of examples for these particles, and so it's probably better if you actually can read Thai first and then learn this one later. I know like particles are not easy, hard to pronounce or understand, like C, low tone, right? C, S sound, saucier sound. But what I was trying to say is like we need to make a lot of sentences and examples in order for you to understand. And so if you don't reach the point where you understand Thai, like read Thai yet, it will be really hard for you to understand these particles. All right, so let's just get started. So how do we use C? Yeah, C, low tone C. Okay, C, we use it as a command. So I'm sure you guys probably know like some verbs in Thai, easy ones maybe. For example, gin to eat. Yeah, gin means to eat. If I just say like a command, I make a command like gin, eat. That sounds really a little harsh and sounds abrupt in Thai. So sit will come into play here and to help soften the tone, make it a more like a mild command here. Yeah. So you can say gin si. Yeah. Hey, just eat like a command. Yeah. Hey, just eat. Yeah. Non si. Hey, go to bed. Why don't you go to bed? Kind of like a suggestion in a way here. Yeah. Um so when you want to use it as a command, a lot of time we actually use this word too, which is turn. Yeah, about cha yeah, turn, turn, gin, si. Yeah, turn. Literal meanings of turn is to invite. Yeah, but when we use in the context of sit here, it just means like you politely ask them to do something, or kind of make a command, but politely. Yeah, เชิญกิน eat สิเชิญกินสิสวัสดีค่ะคุณมุก Spark TV ค่ะเชิญกินสิ yeah เชิญกินสิ if you want to tell the guest to have a seat you say เชิญนั่งสิ yeah sit down นั่งเชิญนั่งสิเชิญนั่งสิ yeah so you can use in that sense for sit yeah so another way to use it is to kind of make suggestions. So this one is a little bit tricky because a lot of time we use it on its own, depends on the context, or we use it with ga. Most of the time we will use it with ga. Yeah. For example, ก็กินสิ sounds sarcastic too. Just eat that. Just eat then. Yeah. ก็กินสิ sounds like, well, if you want to eat, then eat then. Yeah. ก็กินสิ ก็กินสิ yeah, or you can say กินสิ to mean the same way too. Depends on the tone of voice and the situation and the context. Yeah, so that's the nuance of sit here. Yeah. สวัสดีค่ะพี่เบนมาทักทาย um yeah, so basically that's how to use sit here. Yeah, I'll give you more example. Maybe if you want to make a suggestion for someone, like your boyfriend is horrible, break up with him, you can say ก็เลิกสิ then break up with him ก็เลิกสิ ก็เลิกสิ yeah เลิก break up เลิก literal meaning is to quit, but in this context it means to break up ก็เลิกสิ why you still talk about him, why you still hang out with him, why you still dating him ก็เลิกสิ yeah ก็เลิกสิ so you can use that. Yeah, again I'm gonna go back to the first word usage, yeah, as a command, like a mild command. Yeah, กินสิ กินสิคะ yeah กินสิคะ and when we use it as a command, like a mild command here, um we usually use it with a polite particle, which is something that female speakers should pay attention and take notes here, because the polite particle that we're going to use as a female speaker is not ka, it's high tone. Ka. Yeah. If you still remember, female speakers use ka for questions, right? And female speakers also use ka after the particle na, si, and some other particles too. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to make sure that you said sika, sika, not sika. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So go back to the first example. กิน sika from your speaker. กิน สิครับ Yeah. You can add the word เชิญ เชิญ กิน สิคะ เชิญ กิน สิครับ Yeah. Okay. So next one. Next up. We're gonna use C for, oh sorry, have to recap that one too. We're gonna use C for suggestion. Yeah. ก็เลิกสิ the one I just give you an example. Yeah. ก็เลิกสิ let's just break up with him then. Yeah. ก็เลิกสิ ก็เลิกสิ Yeah, that one is like suggestion, sort of like solution. That's like your solution to break up with him, I guess. Yeah. Another example maybe ก็กินสิ oh you're hungry ก็กินสิ eat then. Yeah. But instead of saying ก็กิน it sounds really weird in Thai if you say ก็กิน you need to add sit here to kind of make suggestion like hey you should eat. Yeah. All right. So สวัสดีค่ะ คุณโอ๊ยครูมาดูด้วยเหรอคะ ครูมวย My boxing teacher is watching right now. ราชวัฒน์ปสิริชัย in Samui. Yeah. Okay. So next one is see, we use it to emphasize a positive response. This one is interesting, and you can use two ways too. For example, if someone asks me, Sarah, are you gonna go to Paragon? จะไป Paragon ไหม? And I'm like, of course I'm going. ไปสิ ไปสิ I'll say that. ไปสิ Yeah. ไปสิ ไปสิ Yeah, I'm going. Of course I'm going. ไปสิ ไปสิ Be careful, yeah. See, it's not always of course in Thai. Just this one when you want to emphasize a positive response. ไปสิ Yeah, of course I'm going. Of course I'm going. Yeah. Okay. And we can use seek to emphasize a positive response when someone is trying to humble themselves and like I can give you an example just to make it clear. Yeah. For example, someone say, Sarah, สวย Yeah. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not. Yeah. Someone compliment me like you're pretty. Yeah. สาระสวยจัง for example. Said, oh no, I'm not, like trying to be humble and say, no, I'm not. ไม่สวยหรอก ไม่สวยหรอก So I use หรอก to contradict the previous statement. Yeah. ไม่สวยหรอก Yeah. ไม่สวยหรอก Yeah. That's another particle. Yeah. ไม่สวยหรอก And then the other person who complimented me want to emphasize the positive response that he just said earlier. Then he can say, สวยสิ So I see. Of course you are. Of course you are. So I see. Yeah, in that case. So it's kind of like being back and forth here. I would say it's also impossible to teach ending particles on their own. Like you will need to compare particles like together. For example, the one I just introduced just now, right? Raw. That one is another one. We use raw to contradict the previous statement. So we also use see to contradict raw statement too. Yeah. Again, if someone say, "Oh, you're talented," ซาร่าเก่ง ซาร่าเก่งจัง Yeah. เก่งจัง ว่าเก่งจังเลย And I say, "Oh, ไม่เก่งหรอก I'm being humble. I'm just trying to be humble." Yeah, but usually I don't say that. Usually I just say ขอบคุณค่ะ So if I want to be humble and say like, เกรงใจ style, ไม่เก่งหรอก ไม่เก่งหรอกค่ะ Yeah. And then the other person want to emphasize the positive response, then he would say เก่งสิ เก่งสิ Yeah. เก่งสิ Yeah. You can say si or si, drag a little bit longer is fine too. Yeah. Okay. So, that's it for the si. Yeah. I would like to explain a little bit about D because he actually, the viewer from last night, he actually asked about D, not C. Yeah. D is actually colloquial for C. Yeah. Basically anything that I explained earlier, you can use D. Yeah, in a very like informal setting maybe. Like if I say กินดิ กินดิ I can even say กินดิคะ Yeah, but not really common. When we say gindi, it's just not usually with polite particle. Gindi, ginde, ginde, like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. Short and sweet. Do you guys have any questions for me? Gary, did you send me stars? Thank you so much for sending me stars. I cannot check here. Okay, guys. Do you have any questions for me? I'll teach particles, polite particles. Not polite particles, sorry. I teach polite particles in beginner's course, but I teach ending particles in my anything that in my intermediate course, pre-intermediate, upper beginner. Okay, let me check the comments here. แป๊บหนึ่งค่ะ one second. Thank you, Gary. Gary just sent me 150 stars. Thank you so much, Gary, for your support. Marcolino said, "Thank you for the lesson. You're like clockwork." What does that mean? Like I'm on time, right? Um, okay, so that's it. Hey, Dan, you're joining. I'm actually live streaming on Facebook. I just want to see what it's like to be on TikTok too. Um, all right, guys. So Seamus, thanks for this quick lesson. Sean. Oh, Sean. Thank you for watching, Sean. I love this comment, guys. Thank you for the lesson. You're like clockwork. What does that mean? แปลว่าอะไรคะ Clockwork. Oh, exactly on time every day. Yeah, that's what I thought. Of course, I told you guys I'm gonna be live stream at 11 p.m. every day. I'll do that. I'll keep my words, right? So, that's it for the lesson. So just to recap, yeah, sit is used for a polite command, mild command, solution or suggestion, and D basically is a colloquial for C. Yeah, if I say gin si, I can say gindi, colloquial. Yeah, gindi. Gindika, fine too, but it's kind of odd to say gindika. Like we don't really usually use the polite particle after the ending particle D. Yeah, and C. Yeah, like I said, I cannot just teach you guys only 15 minutes and then you're gonna get it. You have to understand how to use those particles and then make sentences, a lot of sentences in real life or in class. And that's something that I do in my class, my upper beginner pre-intermediate class. By the way, 2 seats left. So if you want to join, it's starting April 18th. Yeah, next month after Songkran. Yeah, 6 students in class. Now it's 4 students, so 2 more seats available. And I love teaching intermediate. Like what I mean by intermediate is more like I'm gonna use TypeScript only. Yeah, and I suggest that you guys get into TypeScript first before thinking about doing anything, any intermediate word or class. And I can say anyone who teaches intermediate with transliteration, that's just the wrong way to do it. Super wrong. It just pretty much babysit you forever and you cannot really fly. You cannot do anything out of the karaoke version. It's just so bad. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Is it 15 minutes now? Yes, 15 minutes. That's it. I'm like a clockwork. 15 minutes. Bye guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Did I cover every point? I think so. Yes. All right. Bye. See you tomorrow. Feel free to make a request, like any topic you want to know. I will do like a short lesson like this, 15 minutes every night. Yeah, 11 p.m. See you later. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. สวัสดีค่ะ